we all know about manifestation, creating our reality into something that we desire. You know, this is us. We're happy. We manifested everything we wanted. We're in that calm state of attracting what we need. This is our energy. It's really high. Everything's just coming into us. We're emanating. We're resonating. We're feeling good. And this is where you want to be. But what happens sometimes, we go places, we experiencing people, we experience shifts outside of ourselves. And with not the right practice, we can easily exit this state of being without even noticing until 2-3 weeks into a particular environment, we wonder, something feels off. Why do I feel this way? How come I don't remember the feeling of stillness I felt before? Whether that's a person you met that made you change this way, an environment, getting used to the environment, familiarity, and not recognizing that what's actually happening is the person you created, who's happy, fulfilled, you did that on that solitude, self journey. You're by yourself, you created, you built yourself up, you entered that state. So when you enter this state, you wanted to go out and experience the world, interact with people, experience people, you shined your light. But as you remain in that environment, in these environments, in these encounters, and you don't continuously return back and recharge, what starts to happen is your energy starts to seep out. So for example, say this newfound energy, you start going to the gym. This is the gym, there's your energy, there's you, there's all these other people here interacting with you, you're interacting with them. They're different, you got neutral, no face, kind of robotic, happy people, and there's you. And then all these different energies are mixing with yours. And what they do is they start to almost taint the interaction. When you're exposing yourself to too many different energies, you're sleeping your energy out by talking to so many people, doing all these different things, and you don't do the original work of recuperating. What happens is over time, you start to have leaks. It's almost like a balloon with water in it. You poke, a big balloon, you just fill it up. You poke one little hole, water starts seeping here. And then another little hole, water starts seeping there. And another. But if you're not patching up the holes and, and refilling up the water with the balloon, what happens is your energy starts to seep out continuously. This is your energy draining. And you start to, it can be gradual. Over time, you start to wonder, okay, wait, how did I return to baseline? How am I back at the point to where I feel uncertain? I'm confused. My energy doesn't feel right. I'm not doing what I said I was going to be doing. I'm misaligned. And what that is you got to look and self-analyze. You got to be like, okay, wait, maybe I've been putting out too much. Maybe I have to get back to myself. Maybe I have to disappear again for a little bit and just recharge, recuperate. This happens to all of us. This happens to me, I find myself at times wondering, okay, wait, why do I feel not aligned? Why don't I feel that still calmness? I'll analyze my life, whether that's my environment that's making me feel a certain way, whether that's certain actions I'm taking or not taking, not spending enough time. Okay, wait, when's the last time I really enjoy nature and being out taking walks? When's the last time I put myself in a position to be able to do that? Self-analyzing that and then actually taking those steps to do that. So things like these are the things that are going to make us recognize those seeps and leakages, and we're going to be able to patch, repair, and fill our cup back up. And that could be anything, So for some people, it might be reading. If you're really into reading and it recharges you, it makes you feel good. It's a pastime. You like to read fantasy books, whether that's history, anything, and really brings you back into your feeling like yourself, and you can really use your imagination, then that's something you should, look into doing, making sure you give yourself time to read. And then there's like, say you're exercising, switch it up. If you're used to going to the gym, maybe switch it up and work out at home. Do some push-ups, do some jumping jacks, do whatever you can do at home. Switch up their environment so you can just be one-on-one with yourself and recharge. You know, meditating. If you're a spiritual person or not spiritual person, you want to go to church, pray, meditate, be still. You don't have to do any of those. You don't necessarily have to cross your legs and close your eyes. You don't necessarily have to go pray at a pier. Be still, be silent, and feel your presence, feel your own presence, feel God's presence, and recharge that way. You know, recuperate. You can put some nice quiet music in the background. You can listen to nothing. But yeah, maybe that's something that can help you recharge. We all know with what, maybe it's a nice nap. We need to recharge ourselves, you know? And so do those things to recuperate. It's like if you charge a flashlight, you replace the flashlight batteries, and you use the flashlight, you're using the flashlight, the batteries you put in there don't last forever. Eventually, you're gonna have to put in new batteries. Same with a phone, same with anything. The phone battery, it drains. You have to recharge it. We're like that. We need to recharge too. We can't just always run 24/7. You can't always remain in that state. If you don't maintain the state, you're gonna assume, it doesn't matter how much you built it up, at some point it's gonna come down. You have to build it back up. You can't just remain in that higher state and then coast through that. Life's about maintaining that state. So you gotta find a systematic way of living your life and setting your life up in a way to where you're constantly returning to that state, and that's how you grasp it. And you want to, okay, whenever you feel a little, discharge, oh, I need to go return to my state. Hey, if I need to take a break from social media, if I'm a big social media, person, if you're a social media celebrity, you feel like, okay, I'm always out there, I'm always in front of the camera, take a pause, recharge. You need to let that recharge. You can come back with the same energy. You can't go 24/7. I don't care who you are, And then when you do that, what happens is you feel more recharged, you recuperate, and you even feel more fulfilled than you did before. Because now you have the tools to realize, okay, whenever I feel I'm drained, I go below my baseline, hey, these are the tools that bring me back up. It's different than before because you're trying to discover it from chance. But once you grasp what actually returns you to baseline, you just gotta know, okay, I'm back in this state, I'm feeling down, this and that. Wait, I have these tools, bam, I'm back, And it's a weapon you can use throughout your whole life until the day you die, is being able to return to your state of stillness, calmness, and inner peace. Yeah, so take it from me. This is good. Do it for yourselves. Peace.